Hey everyone, it's Karadus, also known as the Resident Frog Knight here over in the land of Gielinor. And I just wanted to hit you guys up with an update just to let you know what's going on with me, the channel, and my thoughts on Old School Runescape so far. And the quick answer is, it's great, and I love it. But yeah, no, I just wanted to give everyone a quick update on just a breakdown of some of my thoughts, trying to transition in from my feelings from free to play going into membership content, as well as give you guys a little bit of an update of what the future of the channel is and what it's going to be, what I'm going through, and kind of like how that will help progress the channel. I'm going to try and do this all in like one take, so please forgive rambling or other shenanigans. We'll see if any cuts happen. I don't know, it'll be easier if I do this in one take. As some of you have or haven't seen the streams, I'm in love with Old School RuneScape. I genuinely cannot believe I haven't played this game yet, and it like I've fallen in love with it. I find it really hard not to be wanting to play the game. When I'm like currently doing uni work and other things in life, I'm always thinking, man, I could be playing RuneScape, but obviously I'm not addicted, I swear. But yeah, no, so like RuneScape's going great. I love the game and I can't wait to make more content. I've got a ton of stuff already recorded. As some of you may or may not have guessed, I record a bunch of the quests in batches, and then we'll start to get some stream highlights coming into the channel as well soon. I've mentioned this in various streams and other media, like on the YouTube community posts, but I thought I'd just kind of put it in the video to re-establish the lore. So stream highlights will come out kind of chronologically with what happens in terms of when I recorded a quest video and when I streamed. So people don't get confused if you're only watching from YouTube, which if you are, you're great, you're awesome. But yeah, so like my thoughts on the game so far as an MMO, I think it's amazing. Obviously, the game has some older mentality when it comes to some of the older mechanics, where I think a lot of modern day players would find a bit more tedious because they have to work for something. When we live in a day and age where things are like now, give me now. I don't want to wait. I don't want to work for it. Which a good a good description of that is kind of people mention RuneScape as being a sandbox MMO compared to a theme park or roller coaster MMO, much like what retail WoW is these days, which is fine. Like MMOs having that kind of more fantastical, blasted adventure and everything's crazy, we're getting big loot and things like that. That's fun. Don't get me wrong, I love that. But I also love being able to step back and kind of just embrace the world and not feel like I'm being rushed towards the end game to do all this amazing end game content, and I get to absorb a world again in terms of lore, which is really nice to have, especially seeing how much you guys are passionate about the game as well. It makes me more passionate to want to engage in it more and learn as I go along, and I'm loving being able to have the ability to learn as I go along rather than going on to guides and being like, oh, how do I be the best player of all time, etc. I really enjoy the figuring out part myself, trying to theory craft ideas and then kind of go from there. Whenever I want to make comparisons of the game, I would probably always leave it more in the wing of I would always compare the game with classic WoW, vanilla WoW, rather than retail WoW, because it's not a fair comparison between the two games. They're completely different, and everyone likes their own thing. That's absolutely fine. We welcome that. We're all about that. But like in terms of comparing it to classic WoW, I do get a lot of very similarities where there is much more diversity in RuneScape. First of all, which I love. I love the diversity. I love the agency I have as a player to be like, okay, I'm going to spend the day fire making and burning down Falador with all my logs of wood that I'm setting on fire, and the guards are going to do nothing about it, which is pretty funny. compared to like the restrictiveness of kind of what MMOs around that time of when WoW came out. There was also MMOs before this, much like Phantasy Star Online, where we started having classes and race restrictions. So then you would be encouraged to re-roll and make other alts for your games. But I always find being able to play in one character is my favorite way to play an MMO. If I have to make an alt, it's usually more of a chore in my mind. Like, again, in classic WoW, you can only have 2 primary professions, which, for example, could be mining and blacksmithing. And then you've got all these other professions in the game that are primary that you can't do unless you completely unlevel your skill in blacksmithing, let's say, and then pick up engineering, because engineering uses materials from mining, which is also a great profession. But I love that I have the agency just to kind of be like, okay, today, yeah, I'm gonna do some smithing so I can start fletching, get my fletching up, like making a bunch of arrowheads, and then I can do a bunch of log cutting. Then I can fletch these logs into arrow shafts, and then I spend all my hard-earned cash on feathers at the fish stall guy in Port Sarim, and then you know, that's a whole day. That's a whole session of just random fun activities of which it feels like it's like fun, idle kind of AFK gameplay, which I really enjoy. It definitely hits the right needs that I have in my brain of like just these monotonous tasks I can do, and just like run random nonsensical things as well. We kind of get up the streams, but all in all, like I'm loving Old School Runescape right so far, and you know I can't wait to get more of the content out. I'm here really wanting to make the content. That's why I'm making this video right now, because I know I can make this with very little editing. However, you know, like I want to get more content out. I want to do more quests because the quests are really fun. The quests are so good. They're like Monty Python sketches, kind of like that level of more like dry British humor at some parts, and just like the Priest in Peril. I love that quest. Immediately, as soon as I knocked on the door, knowing that there was Monks of Samrock on the other side, but my character didn't know, it kind of felt like just the life of Brian. Like, yes, who is it? But yeah, it's so much fun, and I can't wait to discover more of it. And I will in the future do a more kind of structured discussion on kind of like my thoughts on the game, and more rather than like off the top of my head rambling. But I want people to know that this series, I'm here for the end. I want to complete all the quests in the game. Crazy enough, I want a maxed account. Like I want to be able to push all this stuff to be 99 in all the skills. That seems really cool for me. And in whatever kind of achievement is after getting 99 skills, I would love to kind of start looking into that. Once I get towards those milestones, I'll be like, okay, what's the next step? Because it's just exciting with the even idea of it. Like spoilers, mine is my highest skill so far. And if you watch the latest stream, you know what level it is, and I love it. It's great. And I'm not really putting much effort into it. I'm just in the Motherlode, having a great time, enjoying the Motherlode. It's great content. But yeah, like I can't wait to be able to share this journey more with you guys. Ideally, I will get to a point where I can focus more on the editing. So for those that don't know, I've been doing a study in game dev at university. However, it's been a lot of general computer science at the moment, so it's kind of I'm not that passionate part of it yet. I'm just trying to get through all this coding and stuff that I'm not passionate about, and I'm right now I'm stuck in the mode of trying to get coursework done so I can get back to editing, because this is more fun. But yeah, no, so if I was to kind of come up with maybe one comparison, like from going from free to play to members, is a whole different game. Like free to play is an amazing kind of condensed learning area, and a lot of people were referring to it as the tutorial. Like Tutorial Island was definitely a prologue to the actual tutorial, which was free to play. And being stuck in that condensed world was so helpful for me to learn so many fundamentals. And I definitely had advantages of, you know, I'm 29. I've been playing games for a very long time. So I have the advantage of being able to come into this game and being like, oh yeah, I'm a gamer. I play lots of D&D. D&D is trying to figure out the story and enjoying it at the same time. And yeah, like I love it. And it definitely, I feel like having access to things like Below the Ice Mountain as a modern player was super helpful, because it kind of helped me get into that grind mindset that the rest of the game probably has and will have later for much harder grinds that I'm going to come to. And like just doing, and then kind of going into members, I felt safe. I felt safe in the kingdom of Asgarnia. Like being boarded off in that square, it was great. I didn't have to think much. I knew most of the beginner clue scrolls at that point. I was like, get a new clue scroll. Oh yeah, rug dealer, yeah, drug dealer Gertrude in the hut, you know. But now, like going into members, it is quite daunting, and I'm glad that I've chosen to kind of give myself a self-imposed guide in a sense, just by going through all the quest lists or going looking at Dragon Slayer 2 and then going, okay, Dragon Slayer 2 requires these quests and these requirements. So what do I need to do to get to this quest? Okay, and then I'm going through down that list, and it kind of really helped me structure myself in kind of be like, okay, I have a goal. But also the amount of quests in the novice section that enable me to be able to kind of venture out to new areas is really cool, and I like that is in the game. Rather than pushing you to feel forced as a player to do these quests, unless there are some that you have to do the quest to unlock the area. I'm yet to discover that, I think. But even when I release a quest video or something, I would love to know if you have to do that quest to unlock the area. Because that's quite interesting to know, actually. But yeah, I find it so cool. And like right now where I'm going through, I'm actively trying to go off my Dragon Slayer 2 list so I can experience some other things, to be introduced to other mechanics or other places. Then it just opens up the world for me and I get to explore more, rather than kind of tunnel visioning. Because I'm going to need 200 quest points anyway. I'm going to need a lot of quest points to even be able to do Dragon Slayer 2. So I gotta do these quests. Plus, I want that quest cape. I gotta have the quest cape. You know, I gotta be the quest frog master. You know, that's the ultimate goal for the Frog Knight. And I love that we've been able to make this crazy character, the Karadus, the Frog Knight, and other things that have been happening on stream. That is just like, it makes me more involved with like wanting this series to grow and go from there. Really. If I was to maybe put my highest and lowest points I can think of, it's really difficult to think of a low point in the game right now. If you know, you tied my hands up, had a gun to me, God, that's quite extreme. But if I was to choose, I'd probably say blacksmithing has been quite a letdown so far. I've been excited for blacksmithing, and I still am. Like, I'm excited to level up my blacksmithing to be able to then get to the point that I can do these things. But at least thinking from free to play with blacksmithing, it's very limited, and there is a lot you have to do to kind of get to that higher tier. And I do think it's kind of crazy that, and I'm sure this was different back in the day, and this is more of a modern benefit of the game, but like being able to buy rune armor like way before you even had a blacksmithing requirement it's really cool. But it's also in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's kind of, you know, I kind of wish I could have been able to work for that myself, which I could have, but it would have spent forever. So as soon as I kind of realized that, I was like, okay, I'm good, we're just buying the gear for now. But yeah, no, I like just I wouldn't even put it as a low point. It's just more of like, my expectations of blacksmithing was much higher when I went into it, because generally when I play World of Warcraft, I do blacksmithing, because I'm a melee Andy and play my paladin. Blacksmithing is generally pretty good, or engineering, depending on what I'm doing. But yeah, like blacksmithing is always like my go-to thing, and I guess the same can be said in comparison with blacksmithing in vanilla WoW to RuneScape in terms of what I've played so far, is that you kind of out-level, your character out-levels your blacksmithing requirements pretty early on, unless you dedicate all your time to farming materials to be able to do that profession without spending loads of money on the auction house or the GE, right? So there's pros and cons with it. Plus, it is an older game design where things were made to be long and to be done over time, rather than modern game era mindset of I want it now kind of thing. Highest point, I mean, mate, starting membership was so fun. Just being able to be out in membership and doing all these random things in the world is so cool. I don't want to go into too much details of some of the highest points I've had, just in case people haven't been watching the streams or the VODs. But there's been some really cool stuff, and I'm just super excited to. I just want to do more. I want to play the game more, and ideally, kind of in the future, thinking about updates for how I want to proceed with the channel and things like that. Kind of moving on to the other topic now with updates and news. I would love to be in a position where I can record videos, edit the videos, and stream more often, which would be awesome because I want to keep playing the game. It's so cool. And then also start doing some other content on the channel as well, which whether you guys like it or not, that's entirely up to you, because random cut here because I messed up what I was saying. But yeah, I'm going to be playing a lot of classic WoW as well alongside RuneScape, so there's probably going to be some streams that are added to the weeks of me playing World of Warcraft Classic fresh. And if you guys aren't already, look in the description. We have a Discord where I put all my kind of latest news and schedule updates, and you guys in the community get to hang out and do raids in RuneScape. And hopefully, if people are keen to do it, we want to. I've spoken about this on stream before. I kind of want to potentially make a guild in Classic WoW Fresh on the normal PvE server, where we're kind of more focused on the community and enjoying the game rather than being a efficiency meta-driven guild where everyone has to play 3 classes, otherwise you're not allowed into the raid, kind of thing. So if people are interested in that, please let me know. Let me know in the Discord. Join the Discord. Tell me you're interested in the WoW section on the text channels, and then we'll and even come to the streams, and we can try and help each other out. We can get people into dungeons. I'm gonna be playing a tank. I'm gonna be sticking with the paladin. I thought about this long and hard, and I still want to be a paladin. And protection paladins can still tank in vanilla WoW, well, classic era. There's some really good tech for them to be main tanks. They may not have taunt, but there is ways for them to succeed in the unfortunate state of not having taunt. But yeah, if people are interested in that, let me know. And yeah, otherwise join the Discord. You can hang out with people in the clan, whether you're an official clan member or not, because you maybe already be in a cool clan, right? So yeah, feel free to join the Discord, let us know. Yeah, so the next videos, in terms of video schedules, unfortunately there is no schedule right now with my uni work. I unfortunately have to prioritize it. However, videos will come out as soon as they're ready, as I'm keen to get them out so I can catch everyone up, and you're keen to watch them, which is really cool. I love that. And any support that you guys want to give me, just watch the videos, like on the videos, drop a comment, lets me know that you're liking it, and lets YouTube know that you're liking it, and then maybe other people will like it. That's cool. I do have various things like Twitch subscriptions and Ko-Fi. That's all in the comments. That's entirely up to you guys. I'm not. I don't really talk about that stuff. I don't really advertise that stuff on stream and things like that, just because it's entirely up to you. And I feel blessed either way that I get to make videos for you guys and you guys enjoy it. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so guys, it's been great so far. Can't wait to make more content for you all. If you are interested in the WoW stuff, check out the Discord news for that. I'll be releasing a schedule on it soon, and there may or may not be some cool information coming out regarding the WoW. There may or may not be a WoW mini series happening. I haven't really thought seriously into it yet. So for now, it would be more streams. But if people are interested, I do have ideas for a series, and I've got some really cool people that I'm going to be playing the game with as well. Some seasoned, some completely new to the game. So I'd love you guys to enjoy it with me with playing with some new people in Classic WoW. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go before I talk too long and ramble too much. But guys, thank you all so much. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. I'll keep an eye on the comments, try and answer what I can. And yeah, until the next video or the next stream, I'll see you all later. See you later. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye.